Robbinsdale police are investigating a serious two-vehicle crash that critically injured an elderly woman. According to Robbinsdale police, the crash happened just after 11:20 Monday morning near the Cub Foods on 36th Avenue. Police say an about 80-year-old driver was traveling at excessive speed when she struck a center median curb, then a traffic light before crashing into a vehicle turning onto 36th Avenue from Cub. Police say the elderly driver who caused the crash suffered critical injuries. You can see her vehicle bent in two places. The jaws of life were needed to remove her from the vehicle. The other driver was not seriously hurt. Police are looking into the cause of the crash, including whether the accident may be due to a medical issue. Meanwhile, Brooklyn Park police continue to investigate a shots fired case that occurred in a residential neighborhood. Police responded to a call late Friday night in the 9100 block of Georgia Avenue North, just west of the Zane Park soccer fields. When officers arrived, they found evidence of gunfire, including numerous shell casings and one home that was struck. No injuries were reported, and as of Monday afternoon, no arrests had been made. It's not every day you get a standing ovation from first responders, and that's what happened on Monday for a boy injured during an unfortunate campfire incident. First responders lined up to cheer on Henry Holland. The boy suffered burns while making s'mores at a friend's home in Golden Valley. The burns were severe enough that he was taken to Hennepin County Medical Center. The incident happened back in March, and it took him 2 months to recover before he could finally return to his home on Monday morning. To mark the occasion, Golden Valley police, firefighters, and Hennepin County sheriff deputies escorted him back home. Although they didn't wish to be interviewed, Henry's family was incredibly grateful.
I'm a parent, grandparent, and when a child is hurt, it's something that touches all of us, and especially with police and fire. And so this was just our way of just showing how, our gratitude that, hey, if the family can let us be a part of that, and they were gracious to let us do that escort here to their home. And so it was good. I think we probably made a lot of noise in the neighborhood. People were wondering what was going on, but, he definitely deserves it.
We're told Henry has a passion for police and firefighter work. To honor that, Golden Valley plans to make him an honorary officer, complete with a uniform and a badge. A race for mayor in a local suburb will now need a primary election. The race for Crystal Mayor now has 3 candidates. That includes former Crystal Council member Julie Deschler, who is launching her campaign for mayor. Some of her campaign's main focuses are financial, including stabilizing property taxes and looking at water bill rates. She also hopes to focus on improving storefronts, cleaning up litter, and maintaining public safety. Deschler says with her 10 years of council experience in Ward 4, she brings a well-rounded perspective.
Common sense, experience, and an ability to work with people from all walks of life and all political spectrums. I don't feel like I'm crazy right. I don't feel like I'm crazy left. Just kind of trying to find a happy medium so that we can all coexist comfortably.
Deschler plans to start door knocking soon with a casserole recipe to share. She says she hopes that opens the door for conversation. Deschler's opponents are Crystal resident Rachel Brayton and incumbent Crystal Mayor Jim Adams. A Plymouth school is giving kids hands-on experience in a lifelong hobby. In School Spotlight, reporter Kevin Miller takes us to Zachary Lane Elementary School, where students get their hands dirty in the garden.
This is a kiwi.
In this classroom,
I see a vegetable. Some say vegetable, some say fruit.
students are learning the difference between fruits and vegetables.
Ooh, we got a split.
It's an important distinction for these aspiring gardeners.
I bought some lettuce. I was hoping to make a salad.
They're getting the basics of gardening up at the whiteboard
Okay, we'll put that in the vegetable category.
and under the grow light.
So the kids got to learn about seeds, and they planted it, and it takes a few days to germinate. These actually germinated much faster than we expected, and they've been growing for the past couple weeks.
Hennepin County Master Gardeners are teaching at Zachary Lane Elementary. The school started a junior Master Gardener program last fall, where students learn to garden in the classroom. And now, after putting down those classroom roots, they're headed outside to put what they've learned into action.
All right, I've got radishes. Do you have the lettuce seeds?
I feel like they learn the application of what they're learning, as well as kind of getting that hands-on experience of seeing where food comes from, because I think a lot of students or kids may just think that it comes from a grocery store.
Asha Goody is a parent of a Zachary Lane student at a Master Gardener in training. She says the students relish the opportunity to get their hands and gloves dirty.
I think every time a student comes out here, they get excited because they're like, oh, I can be back outside, and it gives them a different opportunity to be themselves instead of just being at recess.
The fun experience can help cultivate a long-term hobby.
They love to see the process of how it transforms as it goes along, and it's a delight. They're very delighted in what comes out.
In Plymouth, Kevin Miller, CCX News.
This year's Zachary Lane kindergartners will be eligible for a Junior Master Gardener certification by the time they reach 5th grade. The City of New Hope celebrated Star Wars Day with a special announcement. It's winners of the city's snowplow naming contest. That was Chewbacca trying to announce those names on May the 4th. The new games are both appropriately Star Wars themed: Han Snowlo and Snow Be Gone Kenobi.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You also have access to a large on-demand library, including full sporting events and daily newscasts. To find us, go to the store, search CCX, and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. The CCX Media app, available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. The Wayzata baseball team has had a red-hot start to their season. The Trojans look to stay unbeaten as they face conference rival Edina. Chaz Moots has more.
The Trojans came into Friday's game against Edina averaging 10 runs a game and have outscored their opponents 91-17. Bottom one, it's Edina who gets the scoring started. Mike Simonson hits the ball right back to Noah Filer. Filer's throw to first is wide. That allows George McIntyre to score from second on the error. Top 2, Wayzata scored on 2 wild pitches. Then Kieran Leatherman pokes one to left field. Tyler Gullickson makes it home. Trojans led 3-2 after 2. The scoring slowed down after that. Filer got in a groove, struck out Jack McCoy to close out the 5th inning. In the 6th, Jackson Nevers with a grounder to short, but Matthew Berkland flashing the leather. Great play and great throw to first for the out. Later in the inning, though, the Hornets have the tying run at third, 2 outs, and Filer gets Peter Sullivan up top, big strikeout. Trojans looking to add some insurance in the top of the 7th. One swing is all it took from the catcher, Michael Ream. He sends a bomb to left center. No one is going to get to that. A 2-run homer gives Wayzata a 5-2 cushion. Wayzata added another run in the 7th. The Trojans stay undefeated with a 6-2 win over the Hornets. In Edina, Chaz Moots, CCX Sports.
The Heritage Christian Academy baseball team is having a strong season. Jay Wilcox has highlights from Friday's Eagles win.
Heritage Christian Academy facing North Lakes Academy in baseball at Gleason Field. Heritage is the visitor despite being at their home field. Aaron Palmer lines a hit over the second baseman and it gets to the gap. Jonah Moulton scores on Palmer's triple for a 1-0 Eagles lead in the top of the 1st. Meanwhile, Heritage starting pitcher Austin Madler mows through the Huskies. He strikes out the side in the 1st and fans 10 in 4 scoreless innings. In the 3rd, Griffin Booms lifts a fly ball down the line in right that drops in for a hit. He speeds around to 3rd with a triple and scores on a wild pitch to make it 2-0. Still in the 3rd, and Jay Anderson hits a comebacker. Levi Molitor takes the out at first, but Palmer scores. Heritage gets 3 total in the inning to take a 4-0 lead. Ahead to the top of the 6th, 2 on for Madler, and his pop-up drops in short right center field to score Booms and Tate Whitlock for a 7-0 lead. North Lakes rallies, but Heritage holds on for a 7-6 win to improve to 9-1. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
Maple Grove and Armstrong softball are both right about in the middle of the standings in the Northwest Suburban Conference. They met for the only time this season in what would be a close game.
The Crimson coming into the game 4-4 in the conference. The Falcons 3-5. Scoreless in the top of the 2nd inning when Maple Grove's Jenna Steele grounds to second base. The Falcons take the out at first. Jordan Brewston scores on the play, and it's 1-0 Maple Grove. 3rd inning, and Kelsey Potsky with a high pop-up that's off the top of the glove of Gabby Burns and drops. Alyssa Wern scores from third base with Maple Grove's second run of the game. Fourth inning, Steele delivers a solid single to right field. Brewston scores to put the Crimson ahead 3-0. Steele with her second RBI of the day. It stays 3-0 until the bottom of the seventh. With runners at second and third for the Falcons, Julia Gerard hits a fly ball to right. Danny Strom makes the sliding catch, but it's hit deep enough to score Lexi Matson from third base, and it's 3-1. Then it's Bree Dumas hitting an infield chopper. Maple Grove goes to first to get the out. Sam Lind, who had doubled earlier in the inning, scores, and it's 3-2. But that's all the Falcons would get. Crimson pitcher Brewston gets a called strike 3 to end the game. Maple Grove wins at Armstrong, 3-2 the final. In Plymouth, John Jacobson, CCX Sports. Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.